So it looks like you're being advised to make a decision, to be clear, and to have clarity around something that has to do with permanence in your life. This is a big decision that you have to make. It's like a very significant choice that will ultimately guide you to your Ten of Pentacles, so to speak, your vision of a permanent, lasting legacy, a forever home, a forever relationship. This is like a significant time, actually, for you. And what I'm seeing is that up until this point, you've been operating in a way that has more to do with exploration, more to do with having an open heart, to just sort of like seeing where life can kind of take you. And allowing, it's almost like allowing the flow of life to guide you, right? But where you are now is in this like, there's a bit of a shift in energy where you're now focused on doing the things that you have to do to put things like permanent structures into place that will support you for a long time. So this is like, you know what, like shit's getting real. But it's a really positive energy. This is an inspired energy. It's coming from the person that you've been leading up to now. All the things that you've learned along the way, all the things that you've been opening yourself to. It's inspired by your truth and by your desire. So you're like, okay, now I'm ready to like fully manifest or bring into the world or say yes to that which I feel is most aligned for me, and to commit to something, to commit to building something that's going to last. So this could be, like I said, finding your forever home and putting those roots down and being like, this is it, this is where I'm going to live and build for, you know, the next decade or four, you know. This could also be choosing the right partner for marriage, because I am seeing the Justice card in your near future. So this is something that could be like literally, like quite literally choosing your forever person or saying yes to a proposal. But what you're not seeing here, there is an energy here of, I'm feeling almost like, okay. I feel like you think you need to do this decision making all on your own. But what it actually is, it is a collaborative, it's a collaborative effort. You need to have other people showing up in right alignment as well for this to work. So you need to, I think what you're being shown right now, which has been kind of hidden from you to this point, like you haven't been able to see this, but there is to some degree an element of like non-cooperation. And I don't really know why that is, and I want to pull some cards to see what this is about. Because I know that you are, like, you're ready. You're here for this. You're ready to like gather your resources together. That means internally, but also like in your outer life. Like you're ready to like bring everything together, condense, like with this like potent energy, and make something really happen, make something like permanent. And you need to be like, you need to have people around you and resources around you that also are helping you to do this. Because I'm getting the Five of Wands here on the bottom of the deck and the Judgment. So I think that there is like an element perhaps of almost like, maybe there's an element of competition. So this could be you not trusting your intuition around who or what is actually meant to be in your life and that you need to be more choosy. You might be like giving your power away in some ways. And I think that see, this is the thing. I think there's an Ace of Pentacles, an Ace of Cups. You already know like what is right for you, right? And like what aligns with this beautiful vision of your future, of this permanent, this life that can just grow around you and that's so stable and that's so abundant, where you're sharing all this abundance with a life partner that you are very aligned with and love, and like there's children, there's dogs, and like this could be like, and then you're in a house that is like actually so perfect for you. This is a life that you already, like, you can envision it. Even if you've lost touch with that vision, if you were to just sit with yourself for a bit and do a little bit of that, like, and get back into your own energy and open yourself to this vision, you would see something, right, that you want. And for some reason, I'm seeing that there's still kind of an energy of maybe not trusting yourself on that, or maybe not trusting how certain you actually are. So if you were to just be honest with yourself from a heart space perspective, like be honest with yourself about what your heart really wants, not what your mind wants, not what your brain kind of can like analyze and noodle and give answers to. Because what this reading is trying to help you, it's trying to help you point yourself towards that successful partnership I'm really getting, but also the things that really resonate with you, that will actually bring real joy, right? This is about like success, and you already know the path to success, and you just need to be able to find courage, I think, in your own, in trusting yourself, like you need to find courage in your own desire and your own knowledge, internal knowing. And then you need to make a decision about this. But it's not like a need to. It's like this is a moment in your life where you're getting an opportunity to, or you kind of have to for some reason. Like things are kind of aligning in a way where you are supposed to be making a decision, upcoming at least. And it needs to be a decision that's based on this internal truth, right? That's based on your knowing. And it needs to have a sort of a clarity to it. So that's what your advice is to get this clarity and step away from this kind of sense of being a leaf in the wind, and also being kind of like, I'm getting like a pinball, like bing, 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 bing. It's almost like you're maybe like you've been bouncing off other people's desires and other people's what they want from you, rather than honing into what it is that you need and want, so that you can make a aligned decision that's really reflective of this, of your life, of your vision, of your future, right? Yeah, because I'm really seeing you going from the Page of Cups to the Justice card. I don't know which one. But it's like it's like a maturing process, but it's very significant. Like you're going from this, because your Justice card energy is like you stepping into this like very decisive energy, right? That's based on a lot of contemplation and a lot of open, and the what's informing your decision at this point that's upcoming for you, that you're gonna have to make, is a very, like, it's like the honesty of your heart. It's, you have all this beautiful knowledge now from having gone through life kind of like a leaf in the wind, and having learned so much through the heart space, right? You are so familiar with your own heart and with your own spirit and like what is true for you, but at a very like soul-based level. Like you know what it feels like to be in touch with your divine spark, basically. And even more like mundanely put, it's like you know what inspires you, and you know what feels good, and you know what actually makes you feel like you can be soft in this world, because we all need to be able to feel like we can be like vulnerable and open. And I think that this part of you that likes to be able to be open to life is really important. Like that's a very core aspect of who you are. And so you know that you need to stay in touch with that part of you. So the decision that you make has to be honoring that part of you. It has to incorporate that part of you. Like, it's, yes, you're building something lasting, strong, committed, whatever, like something that is permanent, something that is like tangible. And you want that security and you want that long lasting abundance. But you also know that you need to still be this beautiful, open-hearted lover and this explorer, this person who is like, who is like joyfully open with the world. And you know, the wrong relationships and the wrong environments really can fuck with that. They really can put a damper on that purity of the soul and the purity of the creative spirit, right? That you need to be, you need to have that part of you be free and be safe to live a good life. And so you know that you have like purified yourself in a way, like through so many experiences. And so you kind of like got into that vibe and you're really like, ooh, this is wonderful. Like it's like you've shed so much conditioning and trauma and like, and just the experiences that have like bogged down that aspect of you. You've actually released them and let them go. So, and then you've found a way to actually exist in the purity of yourself, like in the sort of like truth of who you are. Like you're feeling really, basically really authentic and really open to life. And which is why you're like, okay, now I think I'm actually ready to like physically manifest a version of my life that is really true for me, right? Yeah, because exactly, you've let go of so much hardship and like mental, like psychological disturbance as well. Like it's like your mind is more at peace now and your heart is really leading the way. Which is why it's going to lead you into this decision making process that you're going to have to make. It's going to help you to make a very like aligned and truthful choice. Yeah, we have the Two of Swords as well. So like currently you are like not sure, right? Like what decision to make. There's something like about this. But you will know. You will know. And I'm gonna pull cards, just one more card for advice on how you will know. How to make, you know, how you will know what the right decision is. Please, just one more card, just to clarify that. How will you know what the right decision is to make? Like, what's going to help you? The Knight of Cups. So now we have the Page and the Knight, and then we have King of Swords here as well. Okay. Okay, so what is going to help you make this decision is potentially actually a person, right? Like the way that they approach you is so aligned and speaks so familiarly to this aspect of yourself that I was talking about that leads the way now, that is so truthfully you, right? This is someone or an energy in general that is almost like it can encapsulate, no, it can encompass you in that energy. It meets you there and more. So it's gotta be something that invites this side of yourself out more, right? Like it draws you into being more of yourself. So the thing that you need to be making a decision on is the thing that you're going to choose is the thing or the person or the place or whatever that basically romances the best parts of you. Like romances who you really are. And when I say romance, it's like this is about authenticity and truth. This is not about like false um, performances of romance. This is like something that makes you feel like you can really be yourself. And I also think this is like someone who brings out your inner child, someone who, or something. You know, if this is like a home, this is the one that first just, it makes you feel like you are somehow so safe, while also you can be like it reminds you of your childhood self somehow. You know what I mean? Like it reminds you of your childhood, or it reminds you of something so playful. So there's like these places where you can feel creative and artistic and also safe and also romantic. There's beauty there as well, right? Instead of this is going to make me look a certain way to people in my community, it's like I feel like I can be myself here. Yeah. So that's what really, and it's so romantic. Like it's so beautiful. It's like the value that you were meant to be focusing on in order to make your decision is it's encompassed in this Knight of Cups energy, right? Which is like, yeah, I'm getting this energy like coaxing, like coaxes you out of your shell. It coaxes your creative spirit into a greater expression. Like you need to feel like you can be open to the world more rather than feeling like you need to shift and change things about yourself, right? So this is about openness, this is about flow, this is about emotional flow. Um, it's very watery, so it's very like almost like bubbly. I'm getting like there's an energy of joy and refreshment and bubbles and like flow, right? Like this has to feel easy. The thing that you should be choosing is the thing that feels easy. The thing that feels like you can just relax into it and it will carry you, or it will lead the way, and it will, and you know that there's this almost like this energy of like endless replenishment. It just feels like an endless river, like waterfall. And this is all very like metaphorical at this point, but I think that this is important because, yeah, I think it's important because you need to be, it's like your decisions at this point in your life are based off of feeling, right? There might also be because the time that we're in right now in the Cancer season, I think it's the end of Cancer season now, that's like, that is sort of the collective energy that we're in, is like making decisions from a place of feeling rather than from a place of like intellectual analyzing and stuff. But yeah, but I think that this in general just will resonate with you as a way to move forward into this amazing era of abundance and stability and joy and like wealth. And I'm seeing also momentum. Like this is an era of momentum where everything builds on, builds on, builds on, builds on. Like there's gonna be like travel and like exciting opportunities in your future with the people that you are aligning with now. And the choices that you're making now are, they're so significant to like this, not to stress you out or anything, but it's just like this is such an amazing breakthrough moment of your life where everything's been almost like reset. And so now you're like about to go off. I don't know why. I'm just really getting this like, and we're off to the races, or like, and the flight is here. We have to go catch the flight. We're going. We're going. We're going. It's like there's this image I'm getting of two people, like a couple, who are going on a trip together, and it's like so exciting. Everyone's like, you're just like, oh, I'm so jazzed, and you're about to have like a really cool adventure. So this could actually just be speaking to like, you know, this vision, this abundance, this like permanence. It does involve another person. I mean, we have the Two of Cups here at success, so I think it definitely has to do with partnership. But it's like this is someone that you can fucking just have the best time with. Like just you can do anything with them. You can do anything with them. You can do all the things that you want to do in your life with this person. And at the same time, there's this home, this stability around you that has people in it, that has loved ones in it, that just like is there around you guys. And it's fun. There's motion. I don't know. I'm just getting that there's games, there's dancing, there's funniness, there's happiness. I'm seeing even like a dog here being very silly. There's like the dogs are silly, everyone's kind of silly, and in the best way, and yet you're so safe, everyone's contained. It's really giving like um, the ideal family home type situation, right? Not that we're pushing the nuclear family situation at all, because this could be a fucking commune. This is about community though. And remembering, right, that you are not the only one making decisions here, that like everybody's making decisions, but also that like you're not, um, you don't need to feel like you're up against stuff, that you're fighting things. I think that you might feel like there's all this like, there's conflict involved in decision making. This could be very Libran of you if you have Libra anywhere in your chart strongly. Decision making is really difficult because it feels like anything you do, anything you decide is going to create conflict somewhere else or some kind of disturbance, right? Like sometimes just making a decision feels scary because it feels like you're upsetting things. Like you have to hurt something else in order to make something else feel good or whatever. And that can be really difficult for people, especially if you do have Libra strong in your chart. It's really, really, really difficult for Libra. Because they know the significance of a decision, right? Like they own this energy of justice, of the judge. And so like they rule over that, and of the lovers and things as well. So it's like, you know that your decisions are significant, which is why it feels heavy, and which is why you might be avoiding the responsibility of making the decision. But the thing is that all of this is in the name of love. That's what I'm seeing. All of this is in the name of everybody, getting their happiness. And like the Sun and the Two of Cups, are you shitting me? And the Six of Wands, it's like success, love and partnership, and like joy and happiness. Like this is what the vibe is, okay? The vibe right now is good. The vibe is really, really good. So, any fear that you have, or any like kind of wariness that you have around this conflict energy is like, yes, I mean, this kind of thing, like making a decision like this, or having to make decisions like this, yes, it does kind of create friction, like it does, but it's only temporary. The friction is temporary. It's to like slough off the things that are not meant to be. We have to make decisions, and if we don't make them, well, first of all, that's a decision in itself, right? And things will still unfold a certain way. So this is sort of like a moment that you have of you have to kind of do the hard thing. You have to be able to make this choice, but you know what you can be guided by, right? Like what you can be guided by is this true part of you inside, this like inner child, even this spiritual heart of who you are and what feels right in yourself. Like how you can be yourself is about authenticity, right? And the courage to be yourself. So go where you feel most free. Go where you feel most emotionally fluid, emotionally safe. Go where you feel the most like yourself. Go where you feel like you can be the happiest, the goofiest, the most spiritual, like openly, and say yes to that. Okay, I would say focus more on saying yes rather than the saying no to something else. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like a glass half full type mentality, where like you focus more on the beauty that you're walking into, that you're stepping into, the good shit, rather than what potentially could cause conflict, right? So it's just like a shift. Okay, that's your reading. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.